Welcome back to AM Buffalo. Now, you may not know this, but May is also Brain Cancer Awareness Month, and we wanted to share with you some details on new research and treatment options by inviting somebody on our show who knows all about this. In studio today, of course, is Shannon Traphagen, a brain cancer educator as well as advocate. She has a podcast called The Game on Glio. And so, good morning to you first, Shannon. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you. It's great to be back.
Yes, we wanted to give some folks a little bit of background because, yes, this is not your first time on AM Buffalo. The last time you were here, you explained a little backstory. You were an author. You have been through something very, very serious. On AM Buffalo, you told us about your husband, Michael, and how he died from brain cancer in October 2020. And Shannon, you continue off of that pain and grief to be an advocate for other folks to make sure that they are staying on top of their health. Can you just explain how you've turned your pain into a shining light for others?
Yeah, absolutely. I think that's actually the perfect description for it, because what started out as me doing potentially a one-off season of a podcast to help me heal and to help others and to honor the memory and legacy of my late husband, who was only 45 when he passed away, turned into this advocacy for patients and caregivers and storytelling and documentary in a way that I never expected this to transform. And we are now going into our third season of the show. Yeah, doing a podcast that has just become an inspiration for so many people. It's a great way to educate and to allow people to see that there is a roadmap. There is a way to advocate for yourself or your loved one and to navigate a very, very difficult system, because as we all know, brain cancer, specifically glioblastoma, does not have a cure. It is 100% deadly. We have not been able to get past the point of the standard care that we've been on for the last 30 years, and that needs to change, and that's a lot of what the podcast is about. And so,
congratulations first on the third season. It is not a small thing to continue on with a project like that. And so you're being honored, so congratulations on many fronts, because not only are you being the owner of a podcast that's successful, but you're being honored. You actually have a camera that's following you around today. Tell us about this.
So I was extremely honored and humbled to be awarded, among four other amazing women, for the Ignite Awards here in Buffalo, New York. And it is through the Women's Business Center at Canisius College. And it's honoring women in business who are having an impact within their community and other communities. And it's to honor the work I do with Right Life Media, which is where my podcast is housed under, and specifically the podcast and the work we do in the community because of it. So it is a huge honor. We have a luncheon next Friday for the 5 honorees, and I am just one of 5 women who are being honored this year. It's a huge award, and it's just very humbling to receive it. I've never won anything before, so.
Well, congratulations again. I can't say this enough. So let's talk about the docu-series or documentary. What is this about?
So my producer and I were fortunate enough to be asked to go into Buffalo General, Gates Vascular Institute, and really spend an entire day. We got a behind-the-scenes look into the neurosurgery unit and the department to find out what they're doing that's changing the course of brain cancer treatment from a neurosurgery perspective, and what they have going on over at the Jacobs Institute. And it was extremely educational for all of us to see the amount of work that's going on behind the scenes over there.
And we're seeing a bit of that series, correct?
So this is a bit of what's going to be airing throughout the entire month this month. This is actually a piece of new tech that they got. It's a mobile MRI machine. And some of the work that they're doing over in the Jacobs Center, which is what we're viewing right now, is really transforming how they're looking at incorporating chemo, new ways to introduce chemo into brain cancer patients. And outside of that, they're doing a lot of work within the surgical units to really help give patients as much time as possible and the best chances for survival. The neurosurgeons over there are an amazing team, and they are frontline workers. They are just as humbled, and they're actually part of not just the documentary that we filmed, but they're going to be the very first episode that airs next week, May 11th.
Oh my goodness. I'm
Yeah.
excited for that, the docu-series, as well as your podcast. So give people the details on the podcast, where they can check you out. I know you're pretty much on all.
Yeah, we're kind of everywhere, but
yeah.
You can find us actually we have a YouTube channel. People can find us on Podbean, which is where the podcast is hosted out of. We also have our Instagram page, which is at GameOnGlio Podcast. Facebook is at GameOnGlio. Our website is thegameongliopodcast.com, and both the mini documentary and all of our episodes will be airing and getting glimpses of all of those on all of our social media and our website platforms.
Well, we appreciate your time right now and letting people know about this, especially during this specific Brain Cancer Awareness Month.
This is why we're wearing what we're wearing.
We are.
It's Brain Cancer Awareness Month right now in May. Wear gray in May.
Rock your gray for Gray Matter. All right. Well, thank you so much for your time. We appreciate
Thank you so
oh my
much.
gosh. And we'll be back. You're watching AM Buffalo.